builds on cultural awareness of the Mayan people, respect for their culture, and empowering locals. So I'm calling it Weaving Identities. There is a large number of women around the lake who make a living creating these beautiful Mayan textiles, much as their ancestors have done for 3,000 years. But the sad reality is that women are starting to walk away from this tradition because there's just too many weavers and not enough tourists to buy the weavings at a fair price. So doing some research before we went, we learned that these weavings have very rich cultural meanings behind them. Certain villages have a certain pattern that they wear, and that helps identify each other. And another example is this design up here is the Earth Lord design, who's a very powerful spiritual being who controls the realm of the dead once they have led good lives and they perform certain tasks for him in their afterlife. He also controls the weather, and any woman who weaves the wipil, which is the traditional blouse, is considered his daughter, and they weave their cotton into clouds, which is why this pattern is always surrounded by white. The pattern below him is the toe design with the Earth Lord shaman, and when he sings, the Earth Lord's daughters weave cotton into rain clouds that are then released into the daily thunderclouds. So my goal is to empower these women by giving them an outlet to tell these stories while adding value for the visitors. And not just any visitors, the visitors we've been talking about that are culturally aware, socially conscious, and that will make a positive impact on the lake community. So, Weaving Identities is a series of workshops aimed at engaging tourists in the weaving process while educating them about these stories. So the visitors can make their own weavings. The contents of the workshop can vary from beginner weavers to advanced weavers. And they're now fully participating in these Mayan traditions and have more meaningful souvenirs and stories to share with their friends and family when they go home. And there are successful workshops like this in and around Mexico and other parts of Guatemala. Zapotec tapestry weaving workshop is an example of one in Mexico. So how would we go about implementing this? The first step would be to establish a committee at the lake to select the stories and the teachers. So this can be the locals, the Mayan elders, members of NGOs around the lake, and they would then establish a call for stories from the locals. So putting out flyers, radio announcements to get the locals involved in putting these stories forth, and then simultaneously gathering stories from Mayan books. Once that's completed, we can select 10 to 15 of the most interesting submissions and determine a location for these workshops. So we can use existing co-ops, libraries, museums, piggybacking on structures that are already existing. And maybe once it gets successful, it can be a traveling workshop that goes to visit you in your hotel, goes around the country. The next step would be to select teachers. So these could be nominated. You can nominate yourself, or you could be selected by the committee. And then to start advertising the sessions. So this would be in local hotels, local restaurants, flyers on the Atitlán Azul website. You can advertise on the boats that they use to transport people, the tuk-tuks, which are little three-wheeled cars, basically. And from there, begin the workshops and sort of talk to people and see if they're getting meaningful experiences out of it for the locals and the visitors. The money issues would be roughly estimating that a one-day workshop would be $30 US, a three-day workshop would be $50 US, and again, the contents can be customized based on the participants' skill levels. And 70% of the proceeds will go to the weaving teachers, 20% will go to the venue, and 10% will go to the Atitlán Azul certification process. Which brings me to, why is this Atitlán Azul certified? It's certified because it promotes empowerment for the local weavers, it attracts a new kind of socially responsible tourist, and it will provide new venues to advertise the programs and